So as promised, I did say I was going to share my new regimen. I am going to provide more information, but for the sake of my time frame, um, I'm going to just fill you in really quick. So I believe in doing resets, okay? Because I have a regular regimen that I do, and I'll share that. But I also believe in resets because if you have a regular regimen, not diet, if you have a regular regimen, if you found a new way of your lifestyle, sometimes your body becomes complacent to that regimen. And then you're like, well, dang, why am I at a standstill? I was losing weight, or I was feeling energetic, or my gut health was on point, or, I didn't have, feel dehydrated. Like, what's going on? Well, your body has become accustomed to it. Even when I take probiotics, other than natural probiotics, and I'll explain that later, the probiotics, when I take the natural ones from the store, the capsules, I change the brand, I change the strands every 3 to 6 months. And I don't take anything consistently like that. I'll do 90 days or 6 months, but I'll wean on and wean off. So I'll do like every day, every other day, then do it in reverse. So, I lost my whole train of thought. It's late. But so probiotics, good gut health, I'll change those up. One of the resets that I just did recently, because I do intermittent fasting, and I'll explain that in detail. But now, what I did, one of my favorite resets is the 3-day, 10-pound military diet. Now, let's get this straight. I did not lose 10 pounds, okay? I did lose 3 pounds. I think almost 5. But it's about, we're going to be honest, we're going to say about 3 pounds. So, which is good because as you can, I wish I could, I'm going to try to add the pictures. And even if you look at the video before this, before I started, a lot of the inflammation went down. The water weight went down. Like my ankles are not as swollen. I went to work. I worked 10 hours. I sit, and like I said, I told you guys before that I'm sedimentary. When I'm working, I'm sitting at the computer for 9 hours, 9 to 10 hours, right? Even though I get up, go to on break, I try to walk around. I don't stay at my desk. It causes swelling and things like that. So I limit the type of sodium I'm taking and all of that. So this 3-day diet has really changed that regimen. Excuse me. Well, that's what it's called. It's called the military 3-day diet. And I'll post that too. But anyway, it did a great reset. So now even my appetite is different because what I did was I went back into I usually go back into intermittent fasting. But what I did was I'm doing like staying on that similar regimen with light eating. I've started doing my teas, and plus I got caught like my allergies got really bad. So I kind of did like teas, and I'll be posting that. I'll be sharing that. So, and then like fruit. I always buy fresh fruit, fresh veggies. I try to keep that in my fridge. So the majority, I will show y'all a picture, but the majority of my refrigerator is fresh produce. I go to the farmer's market and I get fresh produce. So yeah, so this is a brief synopsis. It's late. So I'm finally winding down on my Saturday. I have massive amount of homework to do. So I am going to just rest. And that's one of the other important things is rest. If you're not getting rest, your body doesn't have a time to do its natural reset. So you should be drinking plenty of water and getting plenty of rest. And so many things that I know it's a lot of information or, a general information, but this is so many split details, but it's based on you specifically. So, and I'm open to sharing my journey because next week I may decide to just, especially when my dad cooks, even though I don't do his barbecue anymore, his ribs or things, the different things I've finally, over the years, I've stopped indulging because my dad makes it because he can cook. But I'm gonna, share my those things with you, share my journey. But I'm gonna, what I will do is provide you with my honest journey, because even though I do vegan, pescatarian, I mostly do pescatarian. Well, I mostly do vegan, and then I'm pescatarian because I do eat fish. I do try to stay away from that, and still love seafood, but I do try to stay away from that. So, 95% of my regiment, my lifestyle is plant based. So I'm learning to get back to making my own things, but with my schedule, it's almost impossible. But I still make smoothies and things like that. But like I used to make fermented foods, which is good probiotic health. But I'm gonna really share those things because many people have a regimen, like a heavy schedule. You don't have time to sometimes do certain things. So I want to share with you my hacks, my quick fixes, even like my quick things that I make for dinner that are plant based, quick meals. Um, I'm I will like sometimes you have to make some choices. I try not to do the processed foods, but sometimes you just have to make a choice, and sometimes it is better than the latter. It's better than doing, excuse me, better than doing actually having the meat. But sometimes, even though it may have some things in them, but you just have to decide sometimes. And we have to be realistic. And so I hear so many people saying, well, you can still do this and you can still do that. But you have to decide for yourself. You can't take the pressures of other people because they're not living your life and it's your decision. But you're consciously making decisions to live a healthier lifestyle. And it starts with your decisions and you being at peace with your decision, and your mental health is important to your health, because my main goal is just a healthier lifestyle, because it's not about, I don't focus so much on the weight. I want to lose it, any extra, but I do want to be healthy. That's my main goal, because I've always been chunky thick. So, but I've always been conscious of my health, even as a kid. I don't know why I was walking around. I'm a health nut. No, I was a nut. So, but I was always conscious of those things, and plus that's how my parents kind of were. They didn't buy sugary cereals and things like that, but my dad loved meat and potatoes. Okay, so, and it really hit, the regiment really got serious when my dad was diagnosed with diabetes when I was like in high school, I think, or junior high school. And, things even changed even then. And, the options are different. We never really had soda and sugary drinks and things like that. So that helps, because the things you do in your regiment, in your lifestyle, when you have children, they take on those things too. So that's another thing to consider. So I am working on some things. I'm even going to share with you my ebook that I've been working on, which is going to be, I'm working on just like a small pamphlet of the basics, because you have to start somewhere at the basics and work from what works for you. And then we'll go into detail, because we're going to do this together, because yeah, we're going to do this together, and you're going to go at your own pace. We're going to go at our own pace, not at anybody else's, and living a healthier and happier lifestyle and being at peace with yourself. Sometimes the reason why we're so bogged down, because we got other people's weight on us, other people's mental stresses of what you should and shouldn't do. Don't worry about that. You're between you and your relationship with God. That's all that matters, because He's going to guide you, keep you, and protect you. Okay, and if you know in your heart of hearts that Your direction and your journey is yours. That God, and the path that God has you on, you ain't got to worry about nobody else. You don't have to answer to nobody else. And the more you do that, the easier it gets to understand that for yourself. And the easier it is to deal with people that don't get it. Where you can say, well, you know, but continue to grow and 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 continue to protect your peace, because all of these things affect your core. Your stress affects your core, you know, all of these things. The main goal is total health and wellness. Total health and wellness. That is my main focus. Total health and wellness. And that's what we're going to do together. And I am excited. And I appreciate you guys encouraging me and walking with me on this journey. I am here with you on this journey because it's not just about me. And I'm not worried about, I know there's going to be some people to say whatever. It's fine, because that says more about them than it does about me. And the things people say about you says more about them than it does about you. Be well, peace and blessings, and I will speak to you soon.